We're talking about something totally different, right?
Can we pull up the picture? Yeah, okay, I want to see. I want to see both of them.
Both of them?
Both of them.
Both of them?
Both of them.
So who am I pulling up right now?
Layla Rashawn and her husband, and then Babyface. He looks happier with Toni Braxton.
He does.
To be honest,
I think he secretly loves her.
That would not work. She's a Libra. He would be like, please shut up. Get out of my house now.
We were just kind of like looking at, I don't know why we're looking at
because
because
you were like, oh, I love Babyface, and then you were trying to see his birthday. You were trying to see his wife, and then we saw that he was an Aries, and then we went down that route. Oh, and we were also talking about Eddie Murphy marrying someone for 2 weeks and then divorcing them.
Yeah, because you didn't know that.
Because I didn't know he did that.
He married Tracy Edmonds, who used to be Babyface's wife. And I was explaining to you that it was a spiritual ceremony or something.
Yeah.
But she ended up, I guess, filing for divorce like 2 weeks
because he's a crazy
so I'm
Aries.
wondering if that's considered divorce or annulment, but whatever, we're not attorneys here.
Yeah.
So then I looked at Babyface's wife,
mm-hmm.
or soon to be ex-wife. I don't know if the divorce is final yet. So we went and looked at the picture, and it looked like she had put on quite a bit of weight. So I was saying that I wondered if that was why they were divorcing, because she didn't keep herself up and she wasn't the weight that she was when she married him. And then I mentioned I was wondering if it was the same situation with Layla Rashawn and Antoine Fuqua. And I know people may come for me, and I'm a heavy-set woman, but I feel like this. When you're married to a man of a certain caliber, of a certain financial status or whatever, if they want you to be a certain size and you don't have any health issues that can get in the way of you being that size, and they're willing to pay for a chef and they're willing to pay for a trainer and all of this for you, and that's what they desire, I feel like you should comply with their wishes as long as you are getting what you want from them as well. I feel like it's already hard enough for us women, particularly Black women. It's hard for me to kind of make this sound good, but I feel like because we are already not viewed as a prize, especially if you're like a brown-skinned Black woman, you're not mixed or ethnically ambiguous. If you are with a man of a certain caliber, maybe you should try to work with him a little more, like as far as what he wants. I mean, as long as it's not unreasonable. If he's talking crazy like he wants to do threesomes or foursomes and wants to poop in your mouth and all that kind of thing.
Put a fish up his butt.
Yeah, put a salmon up your behind, like we heard on one of these other videos that people are doing over in Dubai, all these Instagram models, then okay. But if he just wants you to keep your weight down, then I don't see a problem with that. And I'm not saying that it would justify him cheating on you if you put on weight. I don't condone that. But I can understand if that's his thing, then try to give him his thing.
Or somebody else will.
Yes, or somebody else will. Exactly. What's your view on this?
As a feminist, I was against it. I think, too, because I was thinking of you saying it like, well, it's kind of your fault that he cheated on you because you wanted to eat a bag of Doritos instead of going with your trainer. I feel like you should always love your person.
Unconditional.
Like, if they get a little heavy, especially if they have, like, kids and stuff, you should be still like, I still love you and not cheat on them. I do kind of agree with what you're saying about if they have money for you to be able to do that, then just do it because it's hard. Dating especially is hard. Kind of just work with them, but then at the same time, I get mad at the guys, especially when they've been with the person for so long. It's like, this is the person you're with. Why does it matter if they get a little fat? It's effed up. Society is effed.
I agree with you. It is, but we don't know. We have no idea why.
Well, it was mainly Babyface, like, because we were, like, trying to figure out why he divorced his wife, and then we were, like, looking at pictures to see his body language with his wife, and then in one picture, he has, like, a fist around his wife.
And who knows, maybe she is divorcing him, and maybe he's not the
nicest
the
guy.
lover that he basically, you would think he would be based on his music.
Yeah.
So who knows what's really going on? But I was just thinking, I wonder if it has something to do with the weight gain. And then that's when I thought about Layla Rashawn, and then her dude cheating on her,
with
or
that
allegedly
lady
cheating with her.
Well, yeah, didn't she try to say, like, oh, we're just friends? I feel bad for Layla Rashawn, though.
No, I do, too.
Because, I don't know. Well, one, she's an Aries, and I'm part of that community. So I feel bad for her, because the guy cheated on her, because she's not the same from when she was in Boomerang.
Well, I don't know that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on here. I don't know why he did what he did. I mean, why do men cheat anyway?
Well, that's the thing, because it's like, sometimes it's not even the person. Like, they have everything, and they're just like, I'm bored, let me go do something.
Right.
They like drama.
Yeah, men do.
They like
really
drama.
Do, even though they say they don't. They love drama. They love someone who's
conflict.
Yeah.
It's like women. We don't like men who are just chill. We're like, oh, you gotta have something.
Sense.
Yeah, we don't like that. But guys, they're the same way. They're like, oh, I want peace. And then they pick someone who's like, I'm gonna steal your identity, and then I'm gonna kill your family. And they're like, yes, queen. It's stupid.
I don't know what's up with this situation, but that was something that we talked about. But I do think it's very important in a marriage or in a relationship period, but particularly in a marriage, to try to give your mate, and that goes both ways.
Yeah.
What they need, what they feel that they need to stay loyal and true or whatever. Because I feel like sometimes men ask for things and a lot of women don't want to comply. And it's like, when you're with somebody of this caliber,
you don't have to do anything.
You don't have to do much, really.
Yeah.
So if they're asking you to do things that are reasonable, just do it. I just always felt that way.
I kind of agree. It all depends on how the person is towards you. Like, if the guy or the girl, whatever, is mean and, like, they're not making you happy or whatever, then I totally am against it, because I've always had this thing, like, I'm not going to do everything if I don't feel like you're going to do everything for me at the same time. If the person is being nice to you and you guys are happy together and he's like, hey, put a thong on, then just do that. Especially because, like you said, it's hard out here. So it's like, listen, it just put the thong on. But if they're being a total douchebag to you and they're mean and they're abusive or whatever, then first of all, you shouldn't even be with that person anymore. But also, then I can see why people would be like, no, I'm not doing that or whatever. But if they're being nice to you and they're taking care of you and everything's cool, whatever, then just try to work with them. Because I feel like in a relationship, you have to compromise on some things. Right. You're not going to always want to do something that your partner wants you to do.
But also, I want to say something to what you just said about happiness. You said if they're making you happy. First of all, let me just check you on that.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. I was waiting for you to say something about that comment.
Yeah, because that's not someone else's job. I hear that all the time. Oh, I want somebody who's going to make me happy. No. You need to just be happy already when you go into a relationship. And actually, the goal really should be contentment and joy. Because happiness comes and goes. But just to start happiness, work on your happiness. Now let me ask you this question. Do you think you would be more apt to do what your mate wants if they have money? Do you think you'd have the same kind of energy to do whatever your mate wants if your mate wasn't rich?
Well, yeah. I think I would if I was really content with the person, like if I really love them. That's not really my thing. I'm not going to be different if they don't have money. It's really just about, do I really enjoy this person? Do I really love this person enough? Then I would do it, especially if they like to exercise or something. It would be hard for me because I don't like to do that type of stuff. But if they were like, oh, I'll go with you to the gym and I'll train you or whatever, then yeah, sure, why not? Because it's like we're doing something together that he probably enjoys more because I don't really care. But it's like we're still happy and we get to spend time together.
Okay, let's say that they don't have money and they have no interest in training with you, but they want you to go train. And let's say that he is morbidly obese.
Oh, then no. I'm sorry. No, because, okay, first of all, so I can't eat certain things I want to eat, but you can. Okay. Now that would be funny. If someone even attempted that with me. I'm sorry, I couldn't. No. And if he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna leave you," I'm like, "Okay, good luck trying to get through the door." Okay, dude, how about I leave you? Okay, no. If he had a condition where he just became morbidly obese, I don't even know what condition that would be, but I don't want to say anything because I don't know. But if he just had a condition where he became morbidly obese, and then I was with him before, and he was like, "Oh, the doctor's like, yeah, he has a condition where he's gonna become morbidly obese over the next few years." Then maybe I would be more okay, because it's well, he didn't have any control over this. Then I would be okay. But if he was just morbidly obese out the gate, and there's no problem with him, and he was just I just want to eat all day, but you need to go exercise, I would, no. That's disgusting. Energy-wise, not the morbidly obese. Just his energy of being you need to exercise while I can be stuck here and you have to clean in between my stomachs and everything. No, what? I really didn't expect that question.
Well, I gotta throw the spin in there.
Yeah, I know it. The plot twist.
Yes, of course, always.
I feel the easiest thing a guy could say is "Oh, put a thong on." I'm "Oh, I thought you were gonna say I have to exercise." Okay, that's fine. Just kidding.
So that's it.
That's our episode on badge talks. And, yeah. I don't know. I don't really have an outro for this.
Peace.